Yo. Yo. What's good with y'all, man? We live with it. Man. If you're not in this live, tripping, bro. Come on. Join it up, bro. Your boy, Gen X, content provider, man. I ain't part of no Gen Z. Gen X, bro. Gen X. Hold on. Yeah, bro. Gen X, bro. Sorry, bro. I had to cough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gen X, bro. Yes, sir. Your boy's Gen X. Reacting to the Sassy Man era. Your boy's eating some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Popcorn. Let's get into it, man. Popcorn. Got my snacks. I'm ready to go, bro. Let's get it.
As a man, according to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as two groups nowadays. You're either Group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
We're 12 seconds into the video. I'll let it play. We'll see what the next category is. But we're 12 seconds into the video.
Or you're either Group B.
Alright guys, on 3 we're gonna take a boomerang. We're gonna shake our bottles, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
You look stupid, bro.
And I speak for all.
What group are you in? What group are you in? Be honest. If it's Group B, it's okay. You a little zest. You a little ZYN. You know I'm zesty. Zesty. You know I'm zesty. Head eye. You know what I'm saying? Zesty YN is crazy work. If you a zesty YN, just say that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We don't we don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, don't ban me, man. We don't discriminate, man. Y'all boys tap in though, for sure. Let me know what group you're in, man. Group A, Group B, let me know.
Man, when I say we only classify as these and it's impossible to fit another category. Anyways, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote-unquote soft. But it's been really
That's true though. That is true though.
Now when people have been talking more about it. And the majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that and say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people I see mentioned that say it are the alpha gurus and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mentioned in the conversation about it. They have another name for it too. They call it the quote-unquote sassy man apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man.
Hold on, sassy man apocalypse, right? Hey, let me know if you part of the sassy man apocalypse. I'm Gen X. You know what I'm saying? I got a 9 to 5, 3 baby moms.
Posting something on.
I'm lying. I have a 9 to 5. I don't have a baby mom. Alright, relax. I don't have 3. Matter of fact, I'm 31 years old. I'm locked in. Alright, y'all boys lock in, bro.
TikTok at them doing.
I just shaved, by the way. That's why I look young.
Could be something like doing Pilates. And before someone's like, huh. Well, Tommy, those are perfect activities that any gender can. Shut
not
up!
About to say that. Never mind.
Say in the Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities.
Hey, yo. I know he's doing a lunge, but why? I just peeped it. I was finna press play, but why is his toe curling like that? Am I tripping? My toe can't do that. Man.
You'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself and be drinking matcha in the video. And you'll have some people in the comments like, yo, bro, that's a little zesty. Why are you getting matcha and not pure black coffee? What am I gonna do with all these sassy men around? Like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post—
Nah, they did fan him dirty. Nah, they did fan him dirty, bro. What is this? What is this, bro? What is this? Yo, they did fan him dirty. On B, they did fan him dirty, bro.
Post you doing something like that, you really won't win.
Oh
if
my
you post
God.
you doing something slightly perceived as a feminine thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And
On
I think
B.
this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z and before was—
That's us. That's us. Gen X. We created that standard. I was part of that movement back in the day, but you know, since I had kids and stuff, I don't have kids that like right now, but since I have a little cousin, and by little I mean like his, you know, about, you don't know my family tree. Point is, bro, that like I see it now in this younger generation. Like I see what mistake I created. Like I see what I did to these people. You know, I might have traumatized them for real, but that wasn't the intention. You know what I'm saying? Me and your grandma, or me and your dad, or me and your mom, we was really just trying to create a better world for y'all. But y'all wasn't. Y'all turned it into this bullshit. But hey, new emote. This means bullshit. You heard? That means bullshit.
Was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways. A lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out the good and bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle has affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't. Simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on that they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago. Because you had
I could, and I did. You know what I'm saying? I could and I did.
Boring as and fit in, or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends. Yeah, that's family. That was zest back in the day. Shoot, up until my elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like skincare, bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you the gay allegation. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then. A lot of the fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations or being made fun of by your friends.
Look, here's the thing about that. Some people like do too much. In a sense, like they be like, I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they be doing too much in a sense, you know? And it's not necessary. It's really not necessary. Like all you gotta do, just lock in. You know what I'm saying? Lock in.
But clearly some people are still entrenched into that old mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure.
This guy, bro. We've all had this guy on our screen at one point, bro. Either this guy, Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, or another guy, man. Now, although I was born before these guys, bro, I still, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we all need to look for motivation. They give it to us, and then you realize, like, yo, that shit is trash. That shit's trash. You're never gonna use that.
I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome. And people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis.
This guy's trapped. There's nothing you can do to save him. Wow. Oh, my Lord. Or should I say, Lord have mercy? Or both. Both, because this guy right here, this guy is trapped. How?
They don't want me. It's not fair.
Oh, shut the hell up.
They want the jewelry, rich guy. They want everything. They don't want a regular Joe.
He built himself. They
don't want a regular Joe.
Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself. You motherfucker get every dude at the finish line and be like, oh, why do women want him? Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds the traditional mindset from the past completely. Because he's always complaining about the new generation and the styles people are rocking now. He just hates any man.
This is different. This is different. This is very different. I can't tell if this is a male or female. I will not comment on that. The genes are too much. The genes are too much. Hey, you know what? When we get popular, hopefully when we get lit a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing confession streams and fit of the day streams. Fit of the day streams. That boys tap in for real. That boys tap in.
That wear something.
It's too much though. It's too much.
Childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. Nobody can beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends. These baggy clothes bullshit. that you idiots think look cool, you don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes. They make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, a guy who...
This guy's just a big thirst trap, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's a big thirst trap. Like, we get it, bro. You're muscular, bro. We get it, gang. You can chill out now. You know what I'm saying? We get it, bro. We're not all fortunate like you know what I'm saying? Oh, but there's something you could do to fix it. Shut your stupid ass up, boy.
wears fitted clothes. Something is wrong with him. Not the guy who looks homeless and wears baggy clothes. That is quote unquote
calling Drake homeless?
The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro.
What?
But I'm not trying to look like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house.
bro.
Or dress like
hell?
I'm going to a wedding every day. Some occasions
bro.
deserve the fitted clothes and some deserve the baggy clothes. That's all it
Exactly,
is. Because
I agree.
fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending on its time. So why would
Agreed.
you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people
Agreed.
treated
Like, look, back in the day, back in my day, back in well, I was probably what? I'm 31. I was young, but back in the 2000s, you know what I'm saying? It was baggy shorts, bro. It was baggy shorts all the way, man. Baggy shorts, man. And now it's not even baggy shorts no more. You want the shorts above the knee? Nah, gang. We had that. We were wearing shorts back in the day like it was pajamas.
Fashion like
Couldn't even pass the basketball through my leg.
Wearing those 1800s outfits.
Had to come up with
this is
new
the type
moves.
of thinking older generations still have, though. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion, though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this, and we realized, all right, we gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on, and you're gonna have some older family members side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you want to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, men used to go to war. And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine too, it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it.
Okay, how is this wrong, bro? He's working on his laptop. Drinking a shake, which I'm assuming is a shake. Like, how is that wrong, bro? How is that wrong? Explain. Men used to go to war, now they take photos on the addition staircase. Wait, am I saying that right? Editition or edit? I don't know. I don't give a crap. Bro, it's
like all bro did in the first video was drink a frappe he bought with his hard-earned
that's
money.
what I'm saying.
And all they did in the other was take a picture at a staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I built. I'll take 1,000,000 pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there? Men had zero choice but to be in the war. They would literally draft your name out a hat and you had to be in the field. Or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where men around the world are still required to be in the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service. And this type of president to me probably isn't the best thing to set because if y'all really do want it to go back to men fighting in wars and stuff, as a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties. Then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat that night. Because that's what the older generation.
That's OD, I'm not gonna lie. That's OD. OD.
Amended. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment sections of these videos and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses. I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades, the complaint has always been that men are so emotionless and never like to express themselves. And that definitely is true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10.
Alright. OD. But look, y'all fellas nowadays, man, back in my day, y'all wouldn't survive in my day. Hell no. Back in my day, man, when the TV was black and white, kind of like this, when the cameras and stuff, bro, when they had to manually flash it, whew, man, I don't even want to go back. You know what I'm saying? Those were good days. Damn near about to make me cry, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn near about to make me cry, but nah, yeah, yeah, bro, but nah, yeah, y'all wouldn't survive in my day at all. I don't think so, man. You know, I'll tell y'all a crazy story for sure, but y'all wouldn't survive in my day. Gen X, bro. Y'all Gen Z, y'all soft, bro. Y'all soft, but it's like, y'all can't create Gen Alpha like that. Y'all can't do Gen Alpha like that, bro.
10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after, and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat. Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue collar.
I remember that.
Then when men nowadays actually try to express themselves, we're sassy and princesses. This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations. Now, I obviously don't think all the women saying men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking. But it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up, but in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle. Which if it works for you, that's amazing, you know? I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the women around in my life what they wanted for the future, you know, when I became college age and everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing and maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. My so when I went to college, my roommate, he was Indian, you know what I'm saying, and his parents had sent him over to this college. If you're wondering what college it was it was UCLA, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it was UCLA, but yeah, bro, UCLA. And he was my roommate, and he would always talk about like how he wanted to be traditional and stuff. So, or not, he didn't want to. His parents wanted him to. His parents forced it upon him. He said that he was like he was secretly zest. You know what I'm saying? Secretly, not very secret. So I ended up moving. Like where I'm living, because I'm not living with no zesty guy. You tripping? You feel what I'm saying? You tripping? Let me know in the comments if you living with a zesty guy. There's nothing wrong if you zesty, but I'm straight. You zesty, and I'm not. No. Those no mix, gang. Especially when you're living together. Hell nah. You tripping. But point is, he wanted to be traditional, or his parents wanted him to be traditional, go be a doctor. He made that happen, but he quit after 2 years. 2 years, man. 2 years of med school killed him. Didn't actually kill him, but like, you know, like man, I had to explain that because y'all Gen Z fellas too gullible.
Wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women talking about their traditional lifestyle and what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining room table. I think there is a correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend more and more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this until recently. People be forgetting there's a large amount of women who also have the traditional mindset of thinking too. Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her, and be worried you're gonna get perceived as sassy online if people see it. Maybe it's just the name. If they called it a manly feet cleaning, I wonder if more men would be open to doing it. Like, it's fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right. And you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff. Like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just never take it serious if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and...
Ah, man. Oh, hold on. Y'all boys, man. Let me know what y'all think about that video, bro. I don't know how to feel about it. It's cool, I guess, you know? But, I don't know. I guess I'm not really tripping. It's cool. Like, I get what he's saying, the Sassy Man era, and y'all boys need to lock in. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. Y'all boys need to lock in on that part. But, hey, that's up to y'all Gen Z fellas, man. Lock in.